Welcome back, Towners. Today we're going to make some baked ranch salmon nuggets. Let's get it. Welcome back, Towners. Today we're making some baked ranch salmon nuggets. To start off this recipe here, we have a pound of salmon. This is a salmon fillet. We took our knife and made a slit along the bottom of this. This fish did still have the skin on it. If you want to keep the skin on it, you can definitely leave it there. We wanted to take it off for this recipe that we're making. So to take the skin off, we took our knife and gripped the corner end of it and basically held the knife at like a slight angle facing down towards the skin and just continued to cut along the bottom of the fish, trying not to dig into the fish at all. The skin should come off easily from the bottom of the fish, and this is what our skin looked like after we took it off. We pretty much got all of the skin off of the fish. We have this small little piece here on the bottom, so we just took our knife and cleaned that section up also. And once we got that off, then it was time to chop up our salmon. Once we got that off, we flipped the fish over and basically cut this into about 1-inch cubes. Just made some cuts long ways. Got about 5 pieces out, actually 6 pieces, and then cut it again along the other side, and basically just cut up these into 1-inch cubes. We got about a total of about 24 little pieces of fish. This is about the size of the 1-inch cubes that we have. Once we cut up all the fish, we sat that to the side, and we actually just placed it all into a large bowl, so that way we can start to make our basically season it. Once we had all the fish to the bowl, we are now ready to season this up. We're going to season it with some Greek yogurt, unflavored Greek yogurt. And then we hit it with some kosher salt, some black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, some dill, as well as some lemon juice. And that was everything that we needed to season up with. We then got our hands dirty and mixed up all of the seasoning to coat all the pieces of fish. Now into another bowl. We have a glass bowl here. We placed in here some almond flour as well as some nutritional yeast. I didn't have any Parmesan cheese, so we used the nutritional yeast instead. It does have a cheesy flavor to that, and it could definitely be used as a substitution for Parmesan cheese. Went ahead and mixed this up, and now it's time to start breading our pieces of salmon. We didn't use any egg or anything. We're letting the Greek yogurt do that. So we basically put in our fish into here and just used our breading and coated all of the pieces of fish on all sides. I should have used the two-handed method here, where I basically kept one hand clean and got one hand dirty, basically. I should have had one hand where I dipped it into the Greek yogurt and fish, and then once I put it into the pan, then use my other hand to coat it. That would have helped me save a little bit of the breading, because I did lose a bit of it because it all clumped up on my hand from my hands being wet. But we got enough coating on all of the pieces. And once we were done, we placed all of our fish on a baking sheet with some parchment paper. And we did go ahead and spray this with some cooking spray. I did not put that on camera. Well, I did spray it with some olive oil cooking spray. Then we popped it in the oven at 400 degrees. This is how it looked after about 8 minutes in the oven, 8 to 10 minutes. We went ahead and took it out and flipped them over. And after we flipped all of the pieces over, we basically popped it back into the oven, sprayed it again with the cooking spray on the other half, and popped it back in the oven for like another 8 minutes. So 8 to 10 minutes on each side, depending on how your oven cooks at 400 degrees. And this is basically what your fish will look like after it comes out of the oven. We then hit it with some Cooking with the Thatown2 ranch seasoning. If you don't have any ranch seasoning, you can definitely use like a Hidden Valley ranch seasoning packet. Definitely use that same taste. And we let it cool off for about 3 to 4 minutes, enough for us to taste it. And this is what a close-up of our baked ranch salmon nuggets, or salmon bites, however you want to call it, how they looked. We went ahead and plated them up in a large bowl. I actually hit it with some additional ranch seasoning once I put it into the bowl. And the flavor on this came out great. That ranch flavor popped off well with the salmon, and the flavor on this was great. The nutritional yeast gave up that little cheesy bit of flavor with the almond flour. You don't taste the nuttiness of that almond flour at all on this. The flavor of the fish and everything else, all the seasonings really take over on this. We opened it up. This is what it looked like, and you can see how juicy this fish is. Even after cooling down, it didn't lose any moisture or anything. It didn't dry out at all. This was really delicious. I definitely plan on doing this again. I probably could have put this in our game day food series. I may redo it, but hope you guys enjoy this recipe. We also just topped it off with some ranch dressing and some additional dill on that. But hit us up in the comment section if you have any additional questions or comments. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy.
Enjoy. And please subscribe. Enjoy.
Hey Towners, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. All ingredients and directions are listed in the description box below each video. And as always, thank you guys for watching.